Yevgeny Bizayev, a resident of the Sverdlovsk region of Russia, was 28 years old. The man has been drafted to fight in the war against Ukraine in the first days of the Russian mobilization. Almost immediately, he ended up at the front line, and 10 days later, he was killed. Today we say goodbye to our friend, a real Marine, who in difficult times for the whole Russian country chose the difficult path of defending the fatherland. In Russia, they now bury those who were called up for mobilization on a daily basis. The commanders promised the mobilized Russians they would undergo 2 months of training. In fact, they were immediately sent to the front lines of Ukraine. At the assembly point in the 32nd military town, when I was already leaving, here I was standing with someone, saying goodbye to him. I had only one request: Chechnya, come back alive. However, many returned home not alive but in black bags. Already 41 Russian servicemen were reported to be killed among those recently mobilized. Their names were officially confirmed by the Media Zona and the BBC Russian service, together with a team of volunteers. All data was taken from open sources, publications in the press, messages from relatives in social networks. In total, more than 7,800 names have been included on this alternative list of losses since February the 24th. The real number, according to the authors of the study, is expected to be much higher. We only need those who are confident in themselves, that they want to fight. If you go with us, there is no way back. No one will return to the prison. This is a video of yet another recruitment of Russian prisoners into yet another Russian private military company. According to human rights activists, over the past few months, at least 15,000 prisoners have been recruited in Russian penal colonies to participate in the so-called special operation in Ukraine. How many of them have already been killed, no one can measure, but some of them are wanted by relatives.
We are many mothers who are looking for their children. 2 mothers have already buried their sons. A girl from Nizhny Novgorod, she too, her husband was in the same colony as my son. She was told that he was killed, but the DNA results came back negative. She was told that there was no body.
Those mobilized for war are sent to Ukraine without training and without the necessary equipment. Quality of weapons and personal protective equipment issued will not be able to protect the Russian troops. This is the helmet of your Russian soldiers. It was found on the combat position, and you can tell by the number of holes in it, its owner is already killed. You are in this helmet, which they are now giving you, in which you will be here in the field in our position. You will definitely die. During the 8 months of the war in Ukraine, more Russian troops have already been killed than during the entire Second Chechen War, which lasted for 10 years. And over the past 2 months, when the Ukrainian army launched a counteroffensive against the Russian occupation forces, the Russian losses can reach 350 people per day. Reported by Pavlo Shtelmach, Natalia Husak, Volodymyr Stangelov, UATV News.